The next morning, Orhan heads toward the cave, fully aware that this will be his final day leading the younger party. As he approaches the entrance, he spots Sophia and the others waiting for him. They greet him warmly, and Orhan immediately senses something different. The group's confidence in him has grown, and even Logan, once distant, now looks at him with trust. Carol suddenly breaks the moment, announcing that since today is their last day together, Sophia has something she wants to say. She nudges Sophia repeatedly, urging her forward, but Sophia freezes, clearly too nervous to speak. The reason becomes clear. The night before, while bathing, Sophia admitted to Carol that she wanted Orhan to stay with the Night Silver Rabbits and help guide them to the top. But before she can confess this herself, Selma calls Orhan away. He reassures Sophia that they'll talk later and walks off, leaving her words unspoken. As Orhan heads toward the other guides, he overhears rookies discussing the heroes' party. Apparently, they're entering the dungeon today as well, planning a trial run with their new member to test how well the team works together. Curious, Orhan wonders which floor they're attempting. The answer catches him off guard. They're starting from the 92nd floor, not the deepest level, the 94th. The decision shocks him. Starting that high with a brand new member is dangerous. In Orhan's mind, they should be rebuilding synergy on lower floors first. Still, he forces himself to stop thinking about them. Worrying about the hero's party won't help him now. He has his own path to walk. On the 92nd floor, Oliver rallies his team, confidently claiming they won't have any trouble clearing the dungeon, though they still need to stay alert. He turns to their newest member, Philly, a green-haired enchanter, and invites her to show what she can do. The tank echoes his confidence, while the mage smugly adds that Philly isn't some useless jack-of-all-trades like Orhan, so everything should go smoothly. Oliver then glances toward Luna. She's silent, visibly tense, and clearly unhappy. She never wanted Orhan gone. Oliver, however, believes that after today's run, even Luna will admit that removing Orhan was the right call. What Luna doesn't know is that she was never part of the plan to expel Orhan. She only discovered it the night before, during the celebration Oliver threw to welcome Philly into the party. During that party, Anne and Derek openly mocked Orhan, saying that with a real enchanter on the team, they'd reach the 100th floor in no time. Anne even bragged about how much money the party had, complaining that Orhan was too careful and never let them spend freely. That conversation made Philly uncomfortable. She asked if party funds weren't meant strictly for party needs. Anne waved it off, saying, "Money is useless if you don't enjoy it." Oliver shut the discussion down, declaring Orhan irrelevant and telling everyone to move on. Just as the group raises their glasses to celebrate Philly's arrival, Luna bursts into the room, breathless, demanding to speak with Oliver. She immediately notices Philly, someone she's never seen before, and asks if they can talk privately. Oliver refuses, insisting they speak openly in front of everyone. With no choice, Luna blurts out what she heard. Orhan is going on a raid with the Night Silver Rabbits. She demands to know how that's even possible. Derek and Anne react with disbelief. Anne scoffs, asking how Orhan could join another party in just 3 days after being told how weak he was. Derek claims Orhan must still be waving around his S-rank badge, the one he earned thanks to them. Confused and angry, Luna asks what they're talking about. Oliver tells her to calm down. Before he can explain, Anne cuts in, bluntly stating that Orhan left the party 3 days ago. The words hit Luna like a blow. She wonders aloud if Orhan finally gave up on them. Derek immediately corrects her. Orhan didn't leave. They kicked him out. Luna turns to Oliver in shock, demanding confirmation. Oliver calmly admits it's true and tries to introduce Philly as the new enchanter. Luna shuts him down instantly, declaring that she made it clear she would oppose anyone replacing Orhan. Derek explodes, yelling at her to shut up while the new member is trying to speak. Oliver steps in to calm him and explains that Orhan simply wasn't strong enough anymore. Luna refuses to accept that. She insists Orhan was the core of the party, the reason they survived and progressed. Without him, she says, they won't make it any further. Anne mocks her, saying she's the only one who ever thought Orhan was special, and that it doesn't matter now. The decision is final. Oliver redirects the conversation to their next objective. Since this is their first dungeon run with Philly, they'll start on the 92nd floor and slowly work back up to the 94th. Luna immediately rejects the plan, saying she has no intention of dying today. Derek laughs, reminding her they've already reached the 94th floor before. Luna pushes back, arguing that even with a skilled enchanter, they should start lower. Derek counters that they already cleared the 93rd floor, so stepping back makes no sense. Luna snaps that the 92nd floor houses the Black Dragon, and they barely survived it last time. Anne laughs it off, claiming that was only because they had a weak enchanter back then. Oliver insists they're just testing teamwork and won't necessarily fight the dragon. Luna tries one last time to object, but Oliver cuts her off. The plan is set. Back in the dungeon, the hero's party confronts the mammoth boss of the 92nd floor. Last time it was easy. This time, it's not. Oliver charges in and strikes, but the mammoth blocks and forces him into cover as Derek prepares to counter. Behind cover, Oliver feels his buffs fade and his body grow heavy. Something is wrong. He questions Philly, who admits she's still adjusting to their combat rhythm. That answer rattles him. Orhan figured out their entire flow within hours. The mammoth fires an energy blast at Derek. He tries to block but slips, redirecting the attack toward Anne. She screams at him in frustration. Even Derek doesn't understand why his defense failed. Anne retaliates with fire magic, but the attack barely affects the monster. Oliver orders her to focus, but Anne insists she's fighting normally. Her spells just feel weaker. Oliver tells Philly to boost Anne again. She does, yet the next blast still leaves no damage. The mammoth counters, nearly killing Anne before she barely escapes behind a rock. Oliver is stunned. Philly's enchantments should be stronger than Orhan's, so why are they losing? Another blast snaps him back as he barely dodges while Derek blocks the next hit. Oliver orders Anne to flank the beast, but she's quickly repelled. He demands that Philly warn them of incoming attacks. She says she can't manage that on top of everything else. Oliver snaps that battlefield awareness is part of an enchanter's job. Anne lashes out, calling Philly useless and blaming Oliver for bringing her along. That's when it hits him. None of them are fighting at full strength. Even his sword feels wrong. Something crucial is missing. Before they can recover, the ground trembles. The black dragon emerges from the depths. Luna panics and screams for everyone to retreat. The dragon lands and crushes the mammoth effortlessly. Oliver freezes. This shouldn't be happening. Still, he refuses to flee, insisting they've beaten the dragon once before. Derek braces to block the dragon's fireball, but he's instantly overwhelmed and blasted away. Anne tries to counterattack and is knocked unconscious despite taking cover. Luna begs Oliver to run, but instead he orders Philly to buff him and charges a powerful attack straight into the dragon's flames. He barely survives and collapses to one knee, disoriented. Luna drags him back and demands they use an emergency teleport crystal. Philly warns it will send them into a lower-ranked boss room. Luna doesn't care. It's their only chance. Oliver agrees, gathers the team, and activates the portal. Just before they escape, the dragon dives in, slams them back, and enters the portal itself. At first, Derek thinks that might be a blessing. Luna immediately shuts that down. This is the worst possible outcome. Now, some low-rank party will be slaughtered by the dragon. She insists they return to the guild and force teleport everyone out of the dungeon. Oliver agrees, and they sprint toward the exit. As they run, Luna finally reveals the truth. Orhan had developed original spells, magic that amplified effects by 50 times. Philly is stunned. Even Selma could only manage a 10-fold increase. Luna confirms it. Without Orhan, they were never truly strong. They were only strong because of him. Oliver refuses to accept it. He swears that he'll kill the dragon without Orhan's help. The party races toward the guild, praying the dragon hasn't claimed any lives yet. And that's where the story ends. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.